Hello, world. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Joe, a licensed, certified public accountant with over 10 years' experience in corporate and public accounting. I have an extensive background in accounting, audits, and taxes, and I'm all about helping you take control of your money and live smarter. Today, we are continuing our fourth quarter financial statement series where we're breaking down key business tools called the profit and loss statement, or P&L for short. If you ever wondered what it is and why it matters, especially if you're running a small business or a side hustle, this video is for you. No confusing accounting terms, just simple explanation. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out our blog site where we post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So, what exactly is a profit and loss statement? Simply put, it's a financial report that shows how much money your business made and spent over a specific period, usually a month, quarter, or year. It's like a report card for your business that tells you if you're making money or losing money. So here on my screen, we have a sample profit and loss statement or income statement for the XYZ company. So let's take a look at this. So the first thing we have is our revenue. So it looks like they made 1.1 million in 2002 and about the same 1.1 million in 2001. So what is revenue? This is all the money your business earned from sales or services. Think of it as the top line. And then next we have our expenses. We'll come back to the cost of sale. So we have our expenses. They didn't itemize it. Um, so we have our operating expenses. It looks like in 2002 it was about 286,000. And it was a little higher last year in 2001 of 339,000. So what are the expenses? These are all the costs to run your business, like rent, supplies, salaries, and marketing. So a lot of times you'll see these things itemized out, and all itemized out means is that they're listed individually, one by one, what expense goes with what. But sometimes you will see them where they're not itemized, but they have a schedule attached in these financial statements. But I don't think they're actually in here since this is such an example. And then we have our cost of sales, which is the cost to make our product or to run our services. That's what this cost of sales is. It's not grouped in with expenses because they're different. These directly affect what we're selling. So when you think of cost of sales, you're thinking of like your inventory of products that you or whatever your service you may be selling. So if you're selling a product, you're thinking of your opening inventory, your raw materials, your purchases from those raw materials, delivery, your factory overhead, all that. But if you run a service business, this will be like, let's say, an accountant, for instance, their cost of sales will be the cost of the tax software, the cost of using maybe QuickBooks if they're using QuickBooks for their bookkeeping services, and then if they do audits, whatever the audit platform that they're using. So your cost of sales is your direct expenses of producing whatever product or services that you have. So now we're going to look at what is gross profit or gross loss. Looks like last year this XYZ company had 364 in gross profit, and the year before $348,000. So what is our profit or loss? This is what we have left after we subtract our expenses from our revenues. If you made more than you spent, that's a profit. If you spent more than you made, then that's going to be a loss. So why should you care about your profit and loss statement? Because it helps you to understand your business's financial health, to see if you're actually profitable. It helps you to make better decisions about spending and setting your prices. It also helps you to prepare come tax time. And it shows your business performance to investors or lenders. Without it, you're basically guessing how your business is going to do. So let me give you a quick example. Let me make this a little bit bigger for you guys. Like so, went a little crazy. Alrighty. Now let's see. So we have Rebel Tire Shop here, and let's say their business made $5,000 in revenue last month. So we put our 5,000 in. And let's say they had expenses for rent. We'll say rent was 1,700, and then they also had supplies of 1,800 for the month. So that shows that for the month, oh, it looks like my forgot to put my negatives in. That means that for the month, Rebel's profit was $1,500. That's the money that they earned. If your expenses were higher than your revenue, it means a loss. And that tells you to look closely at where your money's going. So we could show that as well. Let's say that instead of making $5,000 for the month, they only made 2,000. Now we're in the red of 1,500. So they didn't make enough. They had revenues of 2,000, but they spent way more in their expenses than what they had coming in. So here's some tips for getting the most out of from your profit and loss statement. You're going to update it regularly. Monthly is definitely best. You're going to want to compare different periods to spot trends. You're going to want to watch for expenses that keep going up. And you're going to use it to set budgets and financial goals. You'll stay on top of your how your business is doing and avoid any surprises by keeping up with your P&L effectively. So, how do you create a P&L? You can make one from a number of different ways. You can use a bookkeeping software like QuickBooks or Waves or Xero. You can use a spreadsheet such as Excel or Google Sheets, or you could ask your bookkeeper or accountant to generate one for you. If you use an accounting software, it can generate a P&L with just a few clicks. Just make sure your income and expenses are being recorded accurately. So, in summary, a profit and loss statement is a simple way to see how much money your business made and spent, and whether you're in the black or the red. Remember, the black is you made a profit. If you're in the red, that means that you had a loss. It is a powerful tool for any business owner, even if you're not an accountant. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like. Got a question about a profit and loss statement or want a sample template? Drop a comment below. And I'll see you guys next week where we'll discuss the cost of goods sold. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to check back for more videos on finances made simple. And don't forget to check out our blog site where we post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.